segment on Salami TV, where I teach you how to cook the Granny Mae way. Well, hey there, y'all, and welcome to Granny Mae's Kitchen. We're gonna cook up some good shit tonight. Stuffing that you stuff in animal, you know, anywhere from a possum, raccoon, chicken, turkey, it don't matter. You start with ground pork. You can use sausage, but I'm just using regular ground pork. Then I got bell peppers here, red bell peppers. I got sweet banana peppers. I got onion. I got squash. And also we're going to use rice. It's just regular long grain rice. Okay. First of all, we're going to cut all our shit up so we can cook it in our meat. Then when you got the drippings from whatever animal that is, it's good stuff. Put that over in that meat. I know there's people out there that's still waiting on Granny Mae to cut her hand off. You don't know who's talking, send donations for my prosthetic hand. You know this is dangerous shit, me drinking moonshine and chopping shit up with a meat cleaver. Yeah! Ha! Just joking! Now I'm not apologizing to Rachel Ray, I can't do this shit fast. And I'm not the galloping gourmet, and I'm not the frugal gourmet or the bon appetit woman. Oh, she's dead. Now in my skillet, I'm going to wind up putting a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil to get everything going good. Not a whole bunch, just enough to get that meat don't stick. I cheated by having everything prepped. I hate taking all that time on camera. So what I'm going to do is take this in that skillet and get this all good and brown. And then I'm actually going to pour my rice in there and brown the rice in the skillet. I'm going to bring it in here to what I'm going to stuff. But now that I've cut everything I'm going to cut. Whew. Good shit. We're going to get all this stuff here good and brown before we put the rice in. Now, we're going to add the rice. We're going to stir that in there until that starts to brown. Going to soak up a lot of that moisture. I'm using a chicken broth. Now that's not going to be enough to cook the rice, because we don't want the rice cooked until it gets stuffed in whatever we're going to stuff it in. We want it to start to getting tender. I'm going to put the lid on it and turn the temperature down. For about 5 minutes or so. We want some of that moisture soaked up. in that rice. Turn that temperature down low. And let it finally got our stuffing all ready to go. That rice is about halfway cooked. And everything else, the meat and everything else is done. I got some extra chicken broth here. Hey, Virgil! What you got for me to stuff? Bring it in here! Come on right now! Hand it here! What is this? A buzzard? Alright, we got a turkey buzzard here. Not a great big one, but it'll do. This kind of stuffing, you can stuff it in anything. You know, it can be a squirrel, it can be a rabbit, it can be a raccoon, possum, whatever. I just prefer not to use roadkill when I'm cooking. He did go out hunting for this. Of course, it was probably eating some roadkill whenever he shot it. Okay, we take this and we stuff it in that bird. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the rest of it around the bird so it can catch all them drippings. When it gets completely done, it's going to swell up a little bit more. So we better stop right there. We're going to take the rest of this chicken broth that I have. But you can take any kind of broth that you got from any kind, you know, buzzard or bird or anything that you've been cooking. Got the broth for it. Well, let that soak into there. And we're going to take pepper. Salt. The top of that bird. Don't that bird look good already? You can imagine how good it's going to look whenever it's done. Okay, we'll put it aluminum foil on top of it. Put all the juices in it, you know. The oven preheated at 350 degrees. So we're going to shove this thing in the oven for about an hour. So how y'all think this looks? Don't that look yummy to be a buzzard? A stuffed buzzard? Hey, Virgil! Get in here, this buzzard's ready! Come on! I'll pour you some chocolate.